Hey guys, Cliff Gray here with Flat Tops Wilderness Guides and True Hunts. So I'm just going to do a short video. How do you attach your knives to either you or your backpack or whatever while you're hunting, okay? So the first part of that question is, how do I attach my knives to me? It kind of varies. If I'm not wearing a heavy backpack, like a backpacking backpack that has a waist belt, generally I hold my knives on my belt. So just to show you, this, my just traditional buck knife, hunting knife, is I just have a leather holster that goes right here on my belt. As you'll see, this holster is severely canted. The reason that is for when I'm riding a horse, or even if I'm sitting in a truck, this is a lot more comfortable to me. It's painful if I have a knife that's sheathed downward. The other thing is if I have chaps on, or even rain pants that I'm going to put on throughout the day or whatever, is I can put my chaps on or rain pants and I can actually put this over the top of them, okay? If the knife is like this, in a scabbard that goes straight down, I can't do that because the chap or rain pant is going to be on top of them. Okay, so that's why I choose to have my knife in a scabbard that's canted. Okay, it's a little bit different than most folks, but it's one of those things. If I want to carry a knife, like a pocket knife or something, but I know I'm going to have a waist belt on with a heavy backpacking hunting backpack on, generally what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of this type of knife, a knife that just has a solid clip, okay, in my pocket. A knife that's in your pocket like that, or a Leatherman, right? Just that goes in a clip. These clips are pretty reliable. I mean, I'm not crazy about it. I'm not going to go, wrestling with somebody when I have them in there, expect them to stay in. But generally, those are good. Because when I have a backpacking belt on, I put it right here where that belt is probably a quarter above my hip bone and 3/4 on my hips, right? And below my hip bone. So that's right where my belt is in any belt, in any knives or guns or anything like that on my belt. So all that's got to come off, including my belt. I remove my belt whenever I'm backpacking with a heavy pack, okay? So that's my on-person kind of carry for my hunting knives, okay? Now I'm going to show you a couple ways that I carry knives in my pack, all right? Or on my pack is a much better way of saying it, okay? So one way is to use what's called a tech lock, okay? So this is a tech lock on a Kestrel knife. This part is called a tech lock, okay? Super tactical, as you can imagine, but it's honestly a useful mechanism. So I have that. It's basically bolted onto this Kydex knife sheath that this knife fits in perfectly, and it snaps. You'll hear it snap there, okay? And that thing is not going anywhere. This, I probably could do some jujitsu with somebody and it probably still wouldn't fall out, okay? But anyways, that's the scabbard it's in, okay? So what I'll do is I can actually put this tech lock on any form of MOLLE webbing, okay? Usually I put it on my belt. I put it on it right here, so it's kind of tucked out of the way, okay? But just for demonstration purposes, I'll show you on this MOLLE right here, okay? So the tech lock basically weaves itself through the MOLLE, okay? You can use these bars to adjust it so it's tight on the webbing, okay? And then you close it, snaps once, and then it has a safety mechanism, okay? Like that, all right? And now that knife's on there. That is kind of an idiotic way to do it. Honestly, I think it'd probably stay solid that way. But what I mean is, use your brain a little bit. I obviously wasn't. And that's when you mount the thing, you can see it's pretty easy to take off. When you mount it, have gravity doing a little of the work for you, and hold your knife up in the scabbard like that, okay? So that's one way I'll hold a knife on a pack. So the other way on a pack I can hold a knife is just one of these little pouches. This is a pouch probably made for a GPS or phone or something, but my knives fit perfectly in there and I can zip it up, okay? And then it's right there handy. I don't have to worry about it falling out of a scabbard or whatever. And these leather scabbards on a knife, if you try to attach a leather scabbard on a backpack, you're going to lose your knife almost certainly, okay? That little pouch too, I can keep a little sharpener in there too. So that's how I attach knives to my packs and myself. Hope that was helpful to you. Thanks.